Jiggy Jigman Freud, out here at the McPherson Opera House in the great city of McPherson, Kansas. I want to thank Ross Long for helping us out with the camera work today. You can check out RossLong.Info for the latest and the greatest in videos and everything from Central Kansas and beyond. I am, of course, Jiggy Jag, as I mentioned. KJagradio.com is the place to be. Darlene Koldenhoven is who we're going to speak to here in a few moments. She's been called the voice of an angel, and she's won Grammys. Motivational speaker. She's pretty much done everything. We're going to talk to her about all of her work, including her book, and she's going to be able to show you how to sing. It doesn't matter if you're tone deaf or not. Let's go talk to Darlene right now here on KJagradio.com. Well, Darlene, thanks for doing this, by the way.
My pleasure. I'm happy to.
Now, Wikipedia says that you're an American singer, songwriter, arranger, keyboardist, record producer, author, actor, motivational speaker, and music therapist. Good Lord, when do you sleep?
Oh, about 6 hours every night. Yeah, not too much.
Now, you've done workshops. You did one recently in September. Tell me about this process of doing these musical workshops that you've done.
Oh, I do a variety of workshops because I feel it's real important to, give back to the community. All the knowledge and experience that I've gained over the years in my career. And, I like to help younger people and even older people who, want to learn how to sing and enhance their lifestyle by singing, make themselves healthier by singing, and all kinds of wonderful things. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
Now, you perform solo, small ensemble, and 16-piece, and 4 orchestra. Which is your favorite?
Oh, that's a tough one. Probably full orchestra.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. It goes back to when I was 19 years old and I sang as a soloist with the Chicago Symphony Orchestra in Orchestra Hall. And that was my first experience on a real stage. And that was the first experience on stage, and it was just fabulous. And so that wonderful experience kind of carried me through all the other ones.
Yeah. Now, I mentioned earlier you're an author. You've written a book called Tune Your Voice.
Yeah, Tune Your Voice.
Tell me about this incredible book.
Great book. It's called Tune Your Voice, Singing and Your Mind's Musical Ear. And it's complete voice training and ear training or pitch training, musical training, and basic music theory. And it's a book with 7 CDs and very reasonably priced. And it's a complete education. And all the families can use it. There's a version for women and children and a version for men, and it's really fabulous.
Wow.
And you can get it at tuneyourvoice.net.
Now,
or all the other big stores or
Amazon,
anywhere. Yes, everywhere. Sold worldwide, let's put it that way.
Now, you've served on the NARAS Board of Trustees for 2 terms, was the Los Angeles chapter. Second vice, I'm going to butcher this.
Second vice president.
Synopses and the Gospel Music Panel.
Oh, the synopsis?
There
Gospel
it is.
Music Panel? Yes, all the different
That's like McPherson High School education. But
yeah, the letters stand for the National Academy of Recording Arts and Sciences, so we refer to it as NARAS. And I served on the Board of Trustees for 6 years and served as the Los Angeles chapter second vice president.
What were some of the major accomplishments during your
Well, we did, many things.
Cure world hunger or something?
No, our particular thing was I was in charge of like a whole keyboard symposium.
Oh, that's cool.
When all the new keyboards were coming out. This is, many years ago, but when all the new keyboards were coming out. So I arranged an entire keyboard symposium, both educational as well as here's all the cool products. and then I presided as moderator.
So you were like Vanna White with a 5-octave range.
Oh yeah, kind of. That's good.
Now, you've worked and recorded with such artists as Celine Dion, Barbra Streisand, Pink Floyd, as you mentioned earlier, Rod Stewart, Ramsey Lewis, among others. Which was your favorite?
Well, it was fun singing with Yanni live at the Acropolis, I have to say that. That was just standing on the stage, and when you're singing on that stage, you look up and you see the Parthenon and full moon, and it was just incredible. That was a wonderful experience. But I enjoy working with all of them because each one brings to the table something different and unique. And you get to learn what to do and what not to do just by observing, the big stars and, and how they operate.
Did you ever have a situation where you had to deal with a diva? No
Other than myself?
Well, like a situation where you were in the room with someone and they had someone come in ahead of time and said, hey, you're not allowed to mention their name, you're not allowed to talk to them.
Yes, there are stars you can't look at. that you're not allowed to make eye contact with.
Katy Perry. Oh yeah. We said it so you didn't have to.
Everybody has their reasons, you know.
Yeah.
So it's all in stride. And as a performer myself, I understand where a lot of those people come from for their various things. So it's cool.
Well, that's cool. Well, at least you don't have 6 bodyguards hanging out with you at all times.
No, I just got one really good one. That's all.
Now, explain about your comprehensive music education book. We talked a little bit about that earlier. What was the writing process like for you?
Of the book?
Yeah.
Well, it took me about 3 months to do, but you know, I've taught voice lessons and music lessons for many, many years. I've taught thousands of people. So the interesting part about what I do that sets me apart from others, voice teachers, is that I can cure people who think they're tone deaf. And people who really, they come in with like 1 or 2 notes of range, literally. And I can fix that for them. And I've done that for many, many, many people.
Yeah.
And they're very shocked and surprised that it can be done, and they're quite happy now on the other end because now they're singing, and
amazing.
And it builds their whole self-esteem and self-confidence when they're able to sing in public and feel good about themselves.
Well, that's cool.
So.
Now, tell us about Solitary Treasures.
That's my last one. My 3rd album this year. I did 3 albums this year.
Yeah.
The first was Angel on Ivories, which was all classical voice and piano. I sang and played piano as well. The second one was called, is called Inspired by a True Story.
Yeah.
And that's a very unique album. It's it starts out pop, up-tempo, but all the lyrics are very positive message.
Yeah.
Somewhat spiritual. And it starts out very up-tempo, and each track gets slower and slower and slower. And the last track is a 12-minute instrumental only, like meditation or take a nap for 12 minutes, you know, kind of track. So that's a very unique concept album and very, makes you feel good. And Solitary Treasures, that one is like my big, you know, classical pop kind of album. Yeah. So it opens with a full opera performance of Nessun Dorma, which traditionally is a tenor aria, and I just sing it up the octave. And it includes things like Bella's Lullaby from Twilight, where I did an arrangement like a vocalese. I'm playing piano and then do a vocalese, inner duet with piano and vocalese. Yeah. Claire de Lune is on there as a vocalese that I arranged. I write and arrange all my stuff. I have a guitar player come in and play guitar, but I do everything else in my studio.
That's cool.
And it includes, Seal's tune "Kiss from a Rose" is on there as well, and I did kids choir.
Everybody does that song.
That's such a great. I'm sure
that your work is completely different than anything that's ever been done.
Well, it's similar to his, but it is different in a way. So
yeah.
But there's a lot of really great things on there. So I like to, having a very traditional classical background, and then also having made a living singing a lot of pop music and jazz. My Grammy Award is in jazz and things. So
yeah, tell me about that. You won that in 1986.
1980s. It was for the year 1986. It was presented in '87. I was the lead soprano in a vocal group, Claire Fisher's 2+2, and he's a phenomenal keyboard player, composer. And so I was the lead for that group, and we had 3 Grammy nominations, and then won the Grammy that year for Best Jazz Vocal Group.
What was the Grammy?
Best Jazz Vocal Performance by Duo Group. Oh, it was amazing. You know, I thank Manhattan Transfer for not putting an album out that year because it gave everybody else a chance. You know, but yeah, I was shocked when I heard the name, and then you get to go up and receive the Grammy. It was quite an honor. It was really a blessing.
Now, you also do some work with children. You have a professional children's choir and as the Young Vocal Artists of Los Angeles.
Yeah, I got a pro kids choir, and they start, some of them come to me and they're 4 and a half, and they start. So there's the younger little ones, and then there's the teen group. You know, so it's kind of a combined group. And they get voice lessons, ear training, sight singing lessons.
Wow.
How to sing in a group versus how to sing a solo, performance, stage performance, everything, you know.
Holy shnikes, you just cover it all.
Yeah, well, I'm the kind of teacher that, you know, it's not just fluff to put somebody up, teach them a bunch of songs and put them up on stage. That's not what I'm about. I'm about training the whole mind's musical ear, so the child's brain develops from the music, and that's the way I teach and approach. The same way in the book. You're building new neural pathways in the brain, so it's quite an advanced program.
That is so cool. Yeah. I appreciate you doing this, by the way. I got a couple more questions for you.
Sure,
I'll let you go.
No problem.
You have an independent recording label
as
well. Good Lord.
Yeah, I run that too.
You and I think it's the Marines have that slogan, we get more things done before 4 a.m.
That's right.
Yes, this is amazing. Tell me about this recording label.
It's called Time Art Recordings and Publications, and it's an independent label. It's my label, and I put all my albums out on it. So I have 7 albums out on the label, and then the book, Time Art Publications. So I'm really excited about it.
Now, before I let you go, you have a 5-octave voice range. Is there a possibility we could get a tiny little bit of example of what people might see tonight here at the McPherson Opera?
Well, I don't know. I haven't warmed up the upper top.
Opera singers need warm-up time. They do.
Well, I'm an immediate chucklehead, so I'm used to interviewing, these no-talent hack rappers who are just like, I can right there. So
I'll give you a little sample, but I don't want to blow out your microphone on your camera there. But so funny. Yeah, if you can like the opening on Solitary Treasures, So there's the classical voice.
There you go.
Excellent. And it wasn't that high.
Yes.
So
yes, I tried not to blow out your mic. I'm known to do that in studios too.
Well, how do we get more information on you?
Oh, we can go to my website. And Facebook, and I'm on Facebook and all that kind of stuff, and Twitter and all that kind of stuff.
What do you think of this
Darlene Kolden
stuff?
Oh, I like it. It's fun.
You like Twitter and Facebook?
Yeah, I like Facebook a lot.
That's cool.
Yeah, I like Facebook. People get a chance to find me, and I find new people, and it's really cool. I dig it,
That's
so
cool. Well, the website is
DarleneKoldenhoven.com. DarleneKoldenhoven.com. So you gotta know how to spell it. KOLDENHOVEN. That's the last name.
Well, thank you much. I appreciate you doing it.
Thank you so much. Enjoy. Thank you.
Thanks to RossLong.Info for helping us out today. Also, thanks to KJagradio.com. I'm Jiggy Jag. For more information on Darlene Koldenhoven, go to our website, DarleneKoldenhoven.com, and check out the McPherson Opera House on Facebook. Also find them online, McPhersonOperaHouse.com. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. KJagradio.com.